All right. Let's see if we are live. Saying we are live. Let's see if that actually happens. Oh, looks like it's going live on my. Oh, all right. Let's turn that down. Mute that so I can see the chat, because for some reason the chat never works on my computer. I'm going to give everybody just hello, everyone. Just going to be going through some my weekly depends on what kind of feedback I get during this, I guess. So nobody doesn't look like they might join me yet, but goodness. So as you can see, I'm rocking the JD hat tonight because, well, the shine is real. So we're gonna knock that down so you guys don't have to look at the shine. And just gonna go through some books that I picked up this week from my comic shop, and just like my weekly pickups, and then some other stuff I picked up during their Friday live shows that they do. And so with that, I'm going to give just another minute to see if anybody joins me. Most everybody's still in White Whale's auction. I pushed this back 30 minutes. Of course, I also mistakenly scheduled it last night for last night when I was going live tonight all along. So the time's been wrong on it all day long when I thought I was letting people know I was going to go live tonight. So, well, I will give it another minute, and looks like everybody is still going over there. So, may not have anybody join me tonight, which is okay. It's a Sunday. So, other things going on. I know there's probably a couple other streams going on. So I am going to just kind of run through my weekly pickups and talk a little bit about some stuff I got coming up tomorrow and this week, and we will go from there. So without further ado, even though there's nobody here, I'm going to run through. So my weekly pull, I picked up Amazing Spider-Man, where are we on? 16, first part of the Hunted. I'm really looking forward to this. ASM has been good, in my opinion. Like, I've liked the writing, but I don't feel like it's really been moving. So I feel like it's been a little slow. I know they've been kind of building up to this storyline, and this is supposed to be a pretty good storyline. And, well, Craven usually delivers pretty good. So hoping this is going to turn out and be a good story. Picked up, this was kind of a back issue, well, a little bit of a back issue. I didn't pick it up. This was Avengers 15. I had originally pre-ordered with my comic shop the Captain Marvel cover version of this. They ended up not being able to get one. I think it turned out that you actually had to like meet some kind of order standard or something to be able to order it. So, but as a result, they didn't put this one in my pull. So I just grabbed the back one. So this is a couple weeks old, but I did finally go in and grab Avengers number 15. Let's see. Batgirl 32. I think this is a 2 cover, and it's a cool cover. I don't like it as much as the art germ from the last issue. I will say that, like, I don't like this costume as well as the costume they got rid of to go back to this. I don't like the mask and the lack of the cowl. It's a little the gray. I don't know. I really like the kind of modern update they've done, and so not as big a fan of this one. But pick this up. Let's see. Just kind of running through there since there's nobody in the chat. I don't know if anybody. Well, it's just 2, but I haven't seen anybody make a comment yet, so I don't know if anybody's out there or not. Buffy number 2. I loved Buffy when it was out originally as a show. I may or may not have had a crush on Sarah Michelle Gellar at the time. So love that show. And so I'm giving this a try, this kind of reboot. I really actually liked issue 1. I thought it hit the humor of Buffy and of the original series. we'll see where it's going. It's definitely very different. They're telling a different story. They're definitely making changes. So, hey, Stacey's Weekly Comics. Thanks for joining me. I'm just running through kind of my weekly pickups. I might actually just start over. I'm just a couple books in. And then I got some books I also picked up from my comic shop. They do like a live show on Fridays. That I picked up from that. And Hey, Bake the Snake, and gonna go through. So I might, now that you guys are actually sliding in here, I may just start over. But so I did pick up Buffy this week, number 2. I liked the first issue. I was a big Buffy fan when it came out the first time, the original TV show, and thought I'd give this a try. I think so far they've hit the tone, or they did in the first issue, but it is very different. So we'll see where they go with this. This may be something I keep, or maybe something I do a couple issues and then go do something else, or look for something else. So, let's see. Hey, NYC. So, like I said, well, I might just start over. People are actually, looks like you guys get done, so people are actually getting a few viewers now. As I told everybody, I'm rocking the JD hat tonight because the shine is real. So, so with the overhead light, so we're gonna try to knock that down a little bit, so you guys can actually watch me without having a glare in the middle of the screen. So, the joys of being involved. So, just gonna run through, like I said, a few pickups and that I got this week, and do a little talk. So, like I said, Buffy number 2. Batgirl number 32, the Q cover. I actually have someone enjoyed Batgirl. It's up and down. It's, like some issues I really like, some issues I don't. I've been a lot of cover buys for the Middleton covers, but it actually hasn't been too bad. We'll see if it keeps up. The last storyline wasn't too bad. So, sorry, Dan. I'm freaking blocking. Yeah, well, that's why I'm trying to help you guys out. I guess I should have gave a warning, like look away or something before I did that. That would have been helpful. This is a couple weeks old, Avengers 15. I tried to get the Captain Marvel variant of this, but my comic shop ended up not getting it, so I just grabbed this off the thing because they didn't put the regular cover in my pull. So I went back and grabbed that, and then all right, later, man. I know you've been going for 3 hours, so I don't blame you. And then Amazing Spider-Man number 16. So let's see what else we got. Detective 999. Pick this up. I've really enjoyed Detective Comics here in the run-up. Tomasi is doing a really good job, so I'm really enjoying this. Yeah, I am a sucker for the Batgirl covers. Barbara's one of my favorites, and yeah, so I'm a sucker for those. But I've been reading them, and like I said, it's up and down, but it's not been too bad. Heroes in Crisis number 6. I know this is a very divisive series. So far, I've really liked it. I've heard that this one's a little bit of a tougher read, but my history with, I know some people really don't like Tom King. I love Mr. Miracle. I've really enjoyed Batman, although I feel like the editors haven't done him any favors by like inserting some of these other stories and events that kind of break up the story he's telling. But I've enjoyed Heroes in Crisis so far. I know a lot of people don't, but like I said, I think it's love it or hate it. I'm enjoying it, so we'll see. I keep wanting to go to the other thing. And then, of course, my weakness for Art Germ. This Wonder Woman 65. I almost grabbed another one of these just because these are so pretty. Because I almost want to have one that I might even try to get this slab at some point, even though it won't necessarily be worth anything, just to, because I think it would look good. But yeah, this cover is just gorgeous. The man has talent. I realize a lot of people don't like the computer look, but I just love those covers. So then the rest were not like new this week, but my comic book shop So I grabbed one a couple weeks ago, and I had my comic shop order 2 and 3 for me because they were out of them. So they got me a second print of number 2, and so I have not yet read 2 and 3. Looking forward to that. And then they managed to get me a first print of number 3. So I'm now officially on the die train. So seems like everybody's been talking about it, but it's been good. Let's see. The next cover is, and actually, and I think it's from last summer. It's a Red Sonja. I think it was a 1 in 25 incentive for legendary, like the steampunk version of Red Sonja. And on their little Friday show, they were trying to get rid of some incentives that had built up. So they did their 1 in 25s for cover. And I'd almost bought this like originally just because I love this cover. I actually like the full color one that's not an incentive version, maybe a little better, but had resisted because I don't really read Red Sonja. But I grabbed this one, a cover price, a 1 in 25, a cover price. I was like, okay, I'm doing that. So, and then they did, this was $2 on their Friday show, Detective 600. It's in pretty good shape. Looks like it might, I haven't actually opened it. Looks like the pages have yellowed a little bit, but, so it was a cheap detective. I just decided to grab it. So, need to read it too. Which one was that? Barbarian? Was that Die, or was that one of the others I showed that you were talking about that you needed to read? Let's see, give Barbarian a second to catch up. So, as the cat is attacking a paper sack behind me here, I don't know if you guys can actually see her doing that or not. Like she is like inside the sack that the comic book store gave me, so you guys might be hearing her rattle. Let's see. And then the other thing I picked up that my comic store still had, and I got all of these for cover, is Immortal Hulk number 6, the Ross cover. Immortal Hulk number 5, Ross. Another Immortal Hulk number 5. I'm not actually sure why I grabbed 2 copies of this of number 5, but I did. They were the only 2 copies of the Ross cover they had, so I grabbed them both. They did not have the Ross copy of number 4, but they did have the Fantastic Four variant, so I grabbed that. And then, okay, yes, Barbarian is reading Die. I might have a pretty good lag. It looks like I have a pretty good lag too. And then Immortal Hulk number 3, which this cover is just wicked. Then I got multiple copies of number 1. I got if that noise was here or what. No, she's literally inside a paper sack and rattling it around. So, so I'm just letting her be. Another copy of number 1, the main cover, and a third copy of number 1, main cover. And then I also grabbed, they had, which I think these were, I don't know if these were 1 in 10s. I don't remember. Somebody might remember. The Witter covers for Immortal Hulk number 1. They sell a couple of those as well. So I think these were 1 in 10s, but I'm not positive on that. And I actually ended up grabbing 2 of those. So my plan for, I've not been reading Immortal Hulk. I do want to go back and I'm probably just going to grab the trades at some point so I can read it because everybody's been raving about it. I'm going to have to take the sack away. But my plan for these is 1 copy of these 2 are going to go into my 220 subscriber giveaway. So, and get the glare off of those. So basically, so I was going to give away that Captain Marvel 17. So when I get to 220, I think I'm at 153 as of the last time I looked today. So that's going to be one prize. And then these two are going to be another prize in my giveaway. And then the rest of these are basically up for grabs. I am probably, if somebody wants to hit me up on Instagram, I got all of those for cover price, except for the Witter ones, which were 10. And I think which is basically what they were, because they were 1 in 10s, I think is what they'd always been selling them for. So, so yeah, everything else was at cover price. And I pretty much bought them out of the Ross. I think they actually still had a couple of the number ones left, which I may go back for if they're still there the next time I go. But this was kind of my budget for. I was already kind of at my budget limit, even though I'm going to try to move these. So one copy of each of the number ones are going to go, and then I'll probably do like a lot for these two. Like that I'll probably put, if nobody hits me up on Instagram in the next couple of days, I'll probably put on eBay. And then I'm going to do a lot of, well, actually I have 2 copies of 5. I might throw one of the copies of number 5 into my giveaway pile. And then I'm going to do like another lot that'll either go eBay or Instagram of 1, 3, 4, which is obviously not the Ross cover, so it's not the more desirable cover, but 4, the other version of 5, and 6. So I'm probably going to put those up. Like I said, I'm thinking, I don't know. I haven't really looked to see what I'm going to price these at. Probably 50-ish for the big lot, maybe plus shipping. And then I don't know. I think that's kind of because most of those books are going for 15-ish. And then probably, I think both of these are going for around 15-ish too. This one might be going almost 20, but I'll probably do like 30 maybe for plus shipping or something for those. But if somebody hits me up on Instagram, we might be able to work something out because it'll be going to the community as opposed to me putting it on eBay. And then, like I said, these 3, yeah, I think I am going to add this. So 5, and then the 2 copies of number 1 are going to go into my giveaway next month. So basically, I'm selling the others to pay for what I bought for my giveaway and this week's comic books, and maybe help me get toward one of the books on my list for this year. So yeah, no, it was a score. You know, my comic shop, and I'll give them a plug. They do Tuesday night early sales online, like on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And then they do a Friday night sale show. And then they do Thursday night. They just do like a comic talk thing that they do, and they broadcast all of it. Phoenix Comics, F-E-N-I-X, and they're in Peculiar, Missouri, but they do a really good job of. They pretty much refuse to mark books up initially. Like week of, they definitely will never. This cover price, and basically they still had several of number ones, and they were like cover. I know they sold, and I missed out on it. I didn't know they had any left. Oh, maybe 3 weeks ago. The previous time I went, they had apparently just sold a couple copies of number 2 for like $10. Like they hadn't even like raised it up very much from what it was, because they just don't really believe in doing that. So I mean, I think they're. Let's see. Oh, Robert, how's it going? Robert's joined us. So yeah, we got several people in here. So they just don't really do that. So but so yeah, I'm gonna try to take advantage of build up a little bit of money maybe for Planet Con coming up by selling those. So if somebody's interested, hit me up. Robert, first subscriber. Robert, just getting started then on YouTube. Well, good luck, Robert. I may have to. I'll check you out after I get off here. The other thing I was going to talk about tonight, like I said, I don't think I'm going to go very long, is tomorrow, instead of dropping another recorded live stream and try to get a discussion going on. If somebody wants to join me, hit me up on Instagram or whatever, and we'll bring you in and go live and talk about it. My subject tomorrow is I'm going to talk about some of the hard choices you have to make when you're collecting on a budget. And I've had a couple of examples here recently where I've had to pass on some things that I really wanted because I just couldn't, you know, I had to be smart instead of doing what I wanted. And, you know, how that, you know, how it can make you, makes collecting hard. It can make you kind of jealous of other people's collections and how to like get past that because, you know, and just appreciate what you can do. So that's kind of going to be my discussion on my Collecting Smart tomorrow. I'm going to try doing it live. Looks like Robert just watches no content. Well, no. Well, if you decide to change your mind, let us know so we can make sure we hit up any content you do, Robert. But so that's my goal for tomorrow night is to like see if that Collecting Smart thing can be maybe improved by having a discussion back and forth. So that is my goal. We'll see. It may not. It may be mostly just me talking to the camera again. But we're going to try it. And I ain't quit saying So without anything else, I don't think there's anything else. I might do a quick recap. I don't know that I've actually gained anybody. Oh, well, I'm up to 8. Oh, no worries, Barbarian. And like I said, I just gonna give it a try tomorrow night and see what happens. I actually there's a couple people I plan to reach out to that I haven't yet, so it may just be me again. So I'm really good at like thinking of these and then not necessarily following through on making the contacts with people to get them on the live stream with me. So. Well, tonight, the whole thing was I put this up so people could see I was going to go live last night. Like, I put it up thing and posted it so it would show up on my channel like 12 hours before. And then tonight, when I went to, like, look at it, I had set it up for last night to go live. So it had been sitting there the whole time like I was going to go live any moment. And, yeah, so it's been one of those, yeah. I'm still got the steep learning curve on figuring out YouTube, but we're getting there. So I did go over 150 subscribers. So thank you to everyone that is subscribed, which I assume is most of you guys since you found me. Tonight for the live stream, like you know, and started making videos January 13th, and I'm already over 150 subscribers. So in a month and a half, I feel pretty good about that. I'm pleasantly surprised. So I appreciate all the support everybody's given me. So with that, I don't know if there's anybody else has really joined or not. It says 8, but I'll run back through just some pickups I got this week at my comic shop, my regular pull, and then a few extra books that I got like on their Friday live show. Buffy #2. I was always a big Buffy fan. I'm giving this a shot. Get the glare off. Batgirl, what is this? 32. So that cool shoe cover. And actually, sometimes I like Batgirl. Sometimes it's not so good. It's very hit or miss, but mostly it's cover buys. Avengers 15. I've really been enjoying Jason Aaron's run on Avengers. Looking forward to this vampire thing. And this is obviously a couple weeks old, but I picked it up late. Amazing 16. And this is one that I'm really looking forward to, this Hunted storyline. So going to run through that. Detective 999. This has been really good. So I'm looking forward to this and looking forward to 1,000. Although there's 80 bajillion covers for 1,000. I'm getting the main, the Capullo, and that was going to be it, but then I broke down and I'm getting one of the Archers. So, because I'm weak. Here's a Crisis, #6. I'm enjoying this. I know some people don't like this story at all. I'm enjoying it. I like Tom King as a writer, but that's me. Wonder Woman 65. Ooh, there's our germ. Why I have a weakness and bought his detective. Just golly, she looks good in that. So, all right, Barbarian Splitting. Looks like you're the only one really in the chat. So, die number 2. This is second print. Late to the die run. Die number 3. This is actually a first print, but so late in getting on board with die. Then for $2, I picked up Detective Comics 600, and then I picked up this Red Sonja legendary Red Sonja number 1 from back in the summer, like a steampunk Red Sonja thing. This was an 1 in 25 incentive that they sold for cover price, and I just thought it was kind of a pretty cover. So I don't know why they did like the red sketch, but I just liked it. So it was cover price, so I grabbed it. And then, as I talked about, I managed to snag a bunch of Hulk books that my comic shop still had. There's number 1. I actually got a couple of copies of that. Number 3. Number 4, not the Ross cover, which is a little bit of a disappointment, but number 4. Number 6, Ross cover. How did these get out of order? But they did. When I laid them down apparently a while ago. Number 5, I actually got 2 copies of that. Yeah, there's the other copy of that. And then I got 2 more copies of number 1, the regular Ross cover, and then 2 copies of this Witter cover, which was a 1 in 10, I believe. And so, like I said, one of the number 1s and the Witter, which she's going to be at PlanetCon, so I'm actually going to have her sign this one. And then the number 5, I'm going to put in a lot for part of my 220 subscriber giveaway when I get there. And then, hey, Perry, I am actually just about done. I'm just doing a recap, showing off some books, like I said. So I managed to snag these Hulk books. There's 2 covers of number 1. And this number 5, I'm going to put in my 220 subscriber giveaway when I get there. That'll be one of the prizes. And then I grabbed 2 more copies of the regular cover of number 1 and another copy. So I grabbed another number 1 and another Witter number 1. I'm going to put these are up for grabs either via hit me up on Instagram, or I'm going to put them on eBay after a couple of days. Going to wait for trade. I can understand that, Robert. That's what I'm actually going to do with this Immortal Hulk. I'm not going to read these. I'm just going to grab the trade. And then I'm also going to put up a lot of number 1, number 3, number 4, not the Ross cover, another number 5, and a number 6 are also going to be up for grabs. Like I said, if I don't hear something in the next couple of days, I'll probably just go and put them on eBay. But I'm thinking maybe like 30 plus shipping for these 2, and then maybe like 50 plus shipping for the 1 through 6 missing number 2. I don't know. We'll see if I don't know if that's, I haven't looked that closely. I don't know how steep that is, but I feel like they're all going for between 10 to 15 by themselves on eBay plus shipping. So actually most of them I feel like are going for about 15 plus shipping on eBay. So I feel like 50 for 5 of them plus a little bit of shipping won't be that bad. I don't know. It's not like a super deal, but hit me up and we might work something out if somebody's interested. And with that, I am going to get off of here. I want to thank you guys for joining me. And like I said, I'm going to go live tomorrow night with my Collecting Smart. We'll see how that works. So if somebody wants to join in with that, I'm going to be talking about making those tough decisions when you're on a tight budget. That sometimes you have to walk away from stuff that you really want. And because I've had to do that a couple times recently. And so with that, I will see you guys later. Thanks for joining me, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.